subscribers to the next video, and today's video is all about what I've been doing recently when I create paper. Is I like to draw the model and try to make it origami style. Beware, I am not the best drawer in the world. In fact, probably the worst. You'll see in a few minutes. But basically what I do is, once I figure out the recipe, how to make the paper, everything I need to do to get the acquired look that I would like to achieve, I'll write it in on a specific page, and then I will draw the model. I think if I'm making a rhino, which you'll see a picture of, I will try to draw a rhino. I'll use a reference picture to try and get it as accurate as possible. And what I think is really cool about this is it will help me and references to shape the model whenever I come to shape the model. I think it's a neat little touch as well. It's a little bit of my own personality within the actual the page for the model with the recipe and everything. It's got lots of scribbles all around it, and then it's got the model that I tried to draw. We are going to look at some of my drawings. I'll start from the beginning, make my way to the end, and also a really cool thing is what I'm going to be doing is drawing your models, which is basically you can send in some pictures of models that you have taken and folded, and I will try to draw them. That is going to be such a fun video. If you want to take part, send in your pictures to my business email in the description. It's on the screen as well. That just saves me the hassle of checking all my messages to find ones that have pictures that people haven't sent in. So it saves myself a lot of time in doing that. So if you want to take part, send your pictures to my business email, and if I choose one of them, I will draw it in an episode. And also, you may know the plant psychologist, aka Brandon. He also said that there is free apps that I can use to draw as well when I announced this, but I was like, I'm not too sure if I want to use an app, because I do like the feeling of drawing with pencil and paper. But then I realised that that could be a good way if I want to colour in, add colours, maybe make more details if possible, if I can achieve it. But yeah, that is something that I'm definitely going to look into as an app. May need a tablet for it or something. But anyway, go follow Brandon. He has a fantastic folder and an even better designer. So make sure to go support him for recommending me that idea. Now, because I have all the recipes in this booklet, I'm not going to show you the actual, I'm not going to open up a page and then show you. For instance, I can show you a blank one. I'm not going to go, this is my drawing, because it will have all the scribbles and numbers and ratios of everything I use. So I will take a picture and I will blur out. This is the first one I drew, Chilean Stag Beetle by Kota Ima. Again, you can tell from the picture, which will be on the screen. It's not a great drawing, it's just a quick scribble with a pen. I did use pen originally, but I quickly switched over to pencils instead, because it's a lot more neater. I can get it a lot more shadowy, curvy, and natural looks. But yeah, that is like my piece lousy stones and drawings, but they do get a bit better. But yeah, it's quite something to look at, because when I draw, I'm not trying to draw the model accurately, I'm just trying to visualise what I would need to do when I shape it. So I'm going to try and, like, I wrote spikes underside. If they're not on the top, the leg gets folded in half the other way. The top is round and smooth, curves up and then hovers in air or touches the ground, either or, and then a round, clean body. So it's just, it gives me a rough idea on what I would like to try and achieve when I shape, and I've just drew in like these squiggles. When I look through this, I do like to see the progression that I've done. So next we have the King Ghidorah by, I can't remember the name, I'll have it on the screen. But again, I have no way of drawing this model accurately as I would have loved to have done. This again is just a quick scribble. I didn't take the first few your drawings too seriously, but I did later on, which you will see. Hopefully you can see the difference. So again, it's just a simple squiggle. It's almost like a barefoot legs. It's not really accurate sort of wings, and then I just drew a different face for each of the three heads. Again, it makes no sense, but it's something. It's where I started. There was no way that I would have ever been able to draw this model, which is Brian Chan's Romanesco. Yeah, you can see from the picture, I had absolutely no way of drawing this model. Not in a chance could I draw this. So yeah, that is the best that will ever get. Now this is where I started to use pencil. I realised I could start to maybe acquire more detailed drawings. Now this one is the Scale Dragon by Seola, and this video will be uploaded tomorrow. Of course you won't see this video until a few days later, but yeah, I used pencil, of course, chalk, because I think I drew him quite too fat, but as a dragon he eats a lot of enemies. But yeah, this was the original stance that I had planned in mind when I wanted to shape the model. I wanted it to look something like that, but it didn't turn out like that. I completely changed it, I think because I had models already in this stance before. I wanted to try something different, but this is one of the drawings that I felt really proud of, simply because I managed to somewhat make it a little bit more 3D with the wings. Yeah, I had no chance of drawing scales. Yeah, I just drew diagonals. It's the best I can do. But again, I'm super proud of that drawing. And we have, I believe it's Kamiya's turtle. It was originally drawn in pen, but I just decided I think I could add more detail with a bit of pencil, a bit of shading. But yeah, one again I'm really proud of. I love this drawing so much. It's so simple, yeah, it's so basic. I think it captures a turtle pretty good. Yeah, that is it. That is for the turtle. And then these next few drawings is where I've wanted to try a bit better. So we have the Eagle paper, which is it's the Eagle in the Origami Pro 6 I plan to use this sheet for. So yeah, again, the drawing I felt really proud of. It's quite hard to capture an eagle. Again, everyone that can draw much better than me, which is everyone that sees this video, will be laughing at my drawings, but how would I improve a drawing like this? Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, I could add shadows, but again, that wouldn't really add too much detail. But yeah, it's the best that I can do, which I am super proud of, because the way I draw it, from the reference picture, I tried to capture it as best as possible, and then whenever I come to shape the model, I will use this as a reference picture to try and visualise how the base of the model should look, and then that should help me shape the model. Next is the Shukikato's Rhino. Now, I forgot to say, all the drawings that I make in this book are models that I plan to fold. That I have not made a rhino paper yet, but I do plan to do that soon. But yeah, one I am super proud of. I think I managed to use a lot more like shadows just to try and curve the belly, the back legs. But yeah, again, it's another really tricky one to add detail. Again, if anyone is better than me at drawing, which you are, please feel free to drop some advice down below on how to improve my drawings or get better, etc. I would love to hear your feedback. Next is the Leaf Insect by Kotaima. Again, I've got the paper already made. Another one I am super proud of. I think I managed to capture the shadow a lot better. It was a really fun one to draw, and I tried to draw on like a tree bark or something at the back, which again I have no chance of making it look realistic, so I was just drawing two sides and trying to like add some squiggles. So it's the best I can do for that. Now the final two drawings in this book are ones that I'm super proud of. Now when I was thinking, when I came to draw these ones, I was thinking, well, it doesn't matter if I draw an insect or anything realistic, incredibly accurate, it doesn't really pass on as an origami drawing. So I decided to add some little more key points of information for each part of the model, like you can see in the picture. Now again, it's one I am super proud of because I have all the little important bits of information around, like 3 points on each leg, so 3 curves, 3 crimps, 1 point at the end of the toes. I have round and curved on the body. I've tried to draw those curves like 3D-ish. Wings, make as thin as possible, thick MC, curve the wings, round the body if possible, a thin neck. Do mosquitoes have thin necks? Oh yeah, it's a mosquito paper, by the way. I forgot to say what the model was, but hopefully you could tell from seeing the picture. But I don't know whose mosquito to use for this at the moment. But again, it's one I am super proud of. It was actually really tricky. One of the hardest ones to draw was this mosquito. Trying to capture that lifelike look of a mosquito. Again, one I am super proud of. So let me know what you think. And the final one is the Cotas Cyclomatus Metafiller paper. It's one I am super proud of. Again, I used a lot more shadowing just to try and make it look a bit more 3D, and most importantly, this will help me when I shape the model. Paper is already made and good to go for this, but again, it's one I'm looking forward to seeing how it will turn out in this paper because it's one I've never used before. So I'm hoping it works. I've done tests on different samples and it works perfectly, so I'm just hoping I can pull it off with the final model. But it's one of the drawings I am most proud of. I'm so happy with this drawing. I don't think I could do it any better. And the feedback I already received from this drawing, everyone loved it. People were saying I am a talented drawer. I'm not. This is like the best I can do. So for those that say that, thank you so much. That means a lot. But that is it. That's all the drawings I've got in here so far. Lots more paper to make and lots more drawings to draw. So again, if you want me to draw your model, let me make sure you send your pictures to my business email in the description, and if I choose yours, I will make an episode on that. So that is it, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. I need to go and draw the Origami 4.0.